it's easier to peel the butternut squash if you put it in the microwave. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just, I didn't prick it, doesn't need to be pricked. That's a good size one, so I'm gonna put it for 1.5 minutes. We're not cooking it, we're just gonna loosen up the peel. We're gonna get our potatoes cut and peeled and cut. Maybe, there we go. All right, if that starts to explode, let me know. I'll move out of the way. Okay. Whoops, I just like to peel the potatoes with a vegetable peeler. And we've got some onion that we're gonna start sautéing. I think we probably should have started with that. So we're gonna start with onion, garlic, and there's a lot of this. They are not really difficult recipes, a lot of steps, but just trying to get them ready. And I thought, you know, I've talked about the butternut squash before, and I think I've cut it a long time ago, but I haven't cut it recently. So I thought, well, I'll cut one tonight so we can see how we do that. Because it's getting, you know, with the getting more popular, the butternut squash, we've done several things in this class with it. It's, you know, good nutritionally. So we'll just give it a try. And that's what you're smelling, it should be. Okay. So there's our potatoes. All right, we'll try this. And like I said, it just softens it up enough to make it easier to cut. See? And I like to just, it's still got a, you know, thick skin to it, but it'd be hard to peel it. So you're gonna just kind of trim the big, thick peel off, and you can trim it up a little bit later when we get the big, thick stuff off. Again, it's nice to, you know, just stand it up like this. You don't have to worry about it slipping. It has a good sturdy bottom. We'll try it with this. Okay, cut it around all the peel off. Okay, now we'll cut it in half. And there's the little seeds. I'll pull those out. I think I need something to put all this in here. We'll try a little garbage bowl here. Okay, so we're going to pull our seeds out. And there we have our butternut squash all ready to go. And this is, you know, the same technique. I think we made soup out of this. We've done the chili, beef and butternut squash chili. All right, then we're gonna dice this up. Like I said, this isn't cooked, so it's still a little tough, but it is easier than if it was completely raw. Since it's all going to cook up, we don't have to be real careful about getting these all the nice size. Okay, and I think I'm going to okay, now our onion. I'll just move this up a little bit. think I did a little bit better on chopping things up for the other recipes. Okay, remember we're going to put a little piece of onion in there so we can see when our butter's ready. You have to be a little bit more cautious with butter than with oil, just you don't want it to burn. So as soon as that starts sizzling, we'll get everything else in here. Okay. All right, I think that's the hard part about the recipe. Okay. It is starting to sizzle. We'll go ahead and get our onion in. Ooh, that's nice. We'll put all this in. Our potatoes, our squash, our onion. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, and a little bit of garlic. So I think we've got 2 teaspoons of garlic. All right, yes. All right, so we're just gonna cook this a little bit, sort of saute it, get everything kind of soft and mellow. You have to be careful, remember when we put garlic in, that we don't burn our garlic. Oop, things jumping out. All right, so we're going to cook this down a little bit. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of water. I guess I don't have that. Some water. We've got some brown sugar here. We've got some Creole seasoning just to give it a little kick. So we're going to add all that into that, plus 1 can of the chicken broth. And to the rest, let's see if we can cook this down. We may have to pretend that this is all cooked good. I'd rather finish it off in the oven. Okay. For the sake of argument, we'll go ahead and move on. So we got this going. We've got our potatoes and our butternut squash a little bit soft, our onion cooked down. We're going to go ahead and add our water, our brown sugar, our Creole seasoning, and our sage. We'll get some fresh sage here. What do we need? What do we need? A tablespoon. Okay. That looks like it. Now we can all lay the leaves on top of one another and kind of roll it up a little bit. So it makes a neat little package to chop. Okay, there's our sage. So we've got our onion, our sweet potato, our butternut squash, our garlic, our brown sugar, our sage. Ooh, that smells sagey. Our Creole seasoning, and I think that's it. And our chicken broth. Okay. Oops. And 1 can of chicken broth. Okay. Like I said, you're gonna cook this just a little bit more, but like I said, for the sake of trying to get it done, we're going to move on with the, yeah. Okay, so we got that part cooking down. Here we've got, this is a 16-ounce package of cornbread stuffing mix, half of it. We're going to use some egg. Just going to mix that up a little bit. Okay, and our chicken broth. our second can. Our pan. All right, so we're going to take this and mix. I think we'll mix this in with this. And take all of this and put it in our pan. Okay. Then we're going to get this in the oven. Okay. So there is our cornbread with our butternut squash and sweet potatoes. And okay. There's our I feel like little orphan Annie here. Okay.